Hey there, future teacher, and welcome to this Praxis 5205 test prep lesson. In this lesson, we're going to be covering structure, and second is the content. Hey there, my name is Elliot Zelinskis. I'm an elementary school teacher. I'm credentialed. I know what it takes to prepare for, take, and pass the elementary teacher certification exams, and now it's my job to help you pass too. So without further ado, I'm already logged into the teacherpreps.com test prep section, and let's just go through some of the aspects that you'll want to know for exam day. So starting straight off with the structure, remember that this test gives you 2.5 hours. That's 150 minutes. If you finish early, great, but that's the allotted time that you'll receive. Secondly, this test also has 90 selected response questions. Those are selected response, meaning multiple choice, so there are going to have options A, B, C, or D as answer options, where you can select the correct or most appropriate response. This exam also has 3 different constructed response questions. These are your essay questions where you're actually going to get an essay prompt and then 2 different tasks, and then you'll demonstrate your understanding for the 3 different topics that we'll cover in this video so that you can say, hey, I'm ready to be in the classroom. All right, so now let's keep moving down. Remember that this test is delivered via computer, so it's really important that you choose exam preparation materials that's also on the computer. Specifically, that you have a practice test that mirrors what you'll receive on exam day, just like what we have here at teacherpreps.com, where you have 1 question at a time, 90 questions, 3 different constructed responses, so that you are totally prepared for exam day. All right, now let's go on to the content section. Here we have a table listing the 5 different components of the multiple choice section that you'll receive on exam day. So first and foremost, that's going to be phonological and phonemic awareness. This also includes emergent literacy, where you're going to be asked to show your understanding that you can effectively provide instruction based on teaching your students the sounds, symbols, and phonemes. This is going to be for emergent literacy, so you can think of the science of reading is going to be a major component here. You'll have 14 questions on this section, and that comprises of 11% of your total exam score. Moving down, we have phonics and decoding. Remember, in instruction for reading, we have decoding, which is reading, and encoding, which is writing. In this section, we're talking about decoding and phonics. And phonics, as you know, is understanding the relationship between letters to sounds in words so that your students can read accurately. And that word accurately or accuracy is going to apply for the next section down below. So let's go right here where we can see vocabulary and fluency. Now, we all know what vocabulary words are. We see them in all different types of subjects, whether that's history, social science, or science, math, reading, all different types. And now fluency, as you can probably recall, has 3 different aspects that you'll definitely need to know for the test. That's accuracy, rate, and prosody. Now this accuracy part is the part that builds from the phonics section from up above, phonics and decoding. Now this vocabulary and fluency section is one of the most important parts or most significant aspects of this exam, which covers 21 different questions and covers 18% of your total exam score. Next, remember, building off vocabulary and fluency into reading instruction moves straight into comprehension. And this is where you will have to demonstrate your understanding for providing effective reading instruction for all different types of reading. So whether that's a science book, that's, for example, informational text or expository text is another way to say that, or literacy text, where you might be selecting different types of reading where you might use different instructional strategies like think, pair, share, or reading groups, or book clubs, or author studies, or all of that good stuff, okay? Now, if this has been a while for you to kind of study these terminology, and you would just love a refresher, click the link in the description below because our study guide is super straightforward, and once you read it, you'll be ready. So, moving on, notice here that this section of comprehension where you will receive 21 questions, and again, it's 18%. So the comprehension and the vocabulary fluency section, really important that you nail this part. Now let's move on down to the 5th content specification for the multiple choice section, which is all about written expression. And this is where you're going to demonstrate that you know the difference of providing meaningful writing instruction for your students where they can structure their writing in a logical way, again, in order to convey the meaning as young authors to their readers that they really want to convey. This part will give you on test day 16 questions, and it is 13% of your total grade for this exam. Now, if we move down one row of the table, we can see that this content says assessment and instruction, decision making. So this is your constructed response section. Another way to say that is these are the essay questions. And we can see that there are a total of 3 of them, and it makes up 25% of your total exam score. It's really, really important that you actually get practice in writing real responses to real essay prompts. And I'm super happy to share that our test prep at teacherpreps.com provides 7 different sample essay prompts, but not just the essay prompts, also an AI essay grader. And I've already made a video for you that is titled the Essay Workshop. So if you haven't already checked that out, make sure that you search on YouTube Praxis 5205 Essay Workshop, and I will show you the structure that you will want to use on test day. Now, let's just go down further to the need to know information. Of course, you understand that this is for a person who needs to pass their teacher certification exam, but I also want to remind you, as we've just noted, that this is both for reading and writing. We know that our test administrators are looking that we understand that our instruction needs to be not only direct, but also explicit. And we need to provide differentiated learning that meets the needs of all learners. Now, key note here, when you're studying for exam day, there are 3 major groups that your exam questions will be focused on. So those might be struggling readers, English language learners, and also advanced learners. So be sure that you know all of the topics, such as what it is, how to teach it, how to differentiate your lessons to meet the needs of all learners, and how to assess them to check whether they are at standard level, below standard level, or above it. This exam covers grades from kindergarten all the way through 6th grade, so there's a wide spectrum. Let's move on to this list of 3 topics that your essays will cover. Your first essay, or constructed response essay prompt, is all about developing emergent literacy learners. The second essay that you'll write about will be about supporting independent literacy learners. Third is going to be responding to diverse learners. All right, if you like this video, thanks so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more. Subscribe. If you haven't already, just click the link in the description below. Make passing your Praxis 5205 super easy. Get everything that you need in one place. Again, my name's Elliot Zelinskis. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.